Welcome to Part 4. This segment was created mainly for the guys that were over there around the time I was there. It contains satellite images and a short video that illustrates the changes that have been made to Will Caserne and the surrounding area since we were there. If I get anything wrong, you're going to have to forgive my memory. We'll start with Battalion headquarters and the barracks. You'll notice that patch of land in front of Battalion headquarters that we used to stand guard inspection is now covered with trees and foliage. There's a new parking area behind the line company barracks. Of course, the baseball diamond is gone, and there's a new building north of the mess hall. Here's the parade grounds. You'll notice the gym is gone. They used to have the 24th Infantry Division logo on it. And it looks like they took that street out on the near side of the parade ground. And notice all the foliage that's there that wasn't there when we occupied it. And here's the tank park. Sorry, I couldn't help myself showing off Charlie 2-2. Kind of looks like they turned it into an industrial park. Look at all the foliage and trees where the tank wash used to be. Here's the EM, NCO, and Officers Club quadrangle. It took me a couple of tries to get this one right because there was absolutely nothing left. I finally looked at the parade ground segment in Part 2, where you could see the building that the EM Club was housed in, to get a relationship of where it was at. Now there's two tennis courts where the Officers Club used to be, and there's two soccer fields. One is out of the picture to the left. And here's the front of the Caserne. You'll notice the old entrance is closed off, and there's a parking area across it, plus another building over there to the right. And you can see they built a pedestrian bridge across from what used to be Warner Caserne. That walkway goes into the tennis courts and soccer fields that you've seen in the previous picture. And here's the new entrance. It's the tank park road that used to have the fuel pumps on it. And there's now parking where our old football field used to be. And there's a new street in there north of Warner Caserne, and apartments where our little airport used to be. Here's what used to be Warner Caserne. It's no longer military. They turned the main building into an apartment building. I read at the time we occupied this building, it was the second largest building in our armed services, next to the Pentagon. And it looks like they have a few new buildings where the track parks used to be. And here's Coons's. It doesn't look like a whole lot's changed here, except for a paved sidewalk and a lot of foliage between the Caserne and the street. And here's Pt.4, quite a bit of change here. You'll notice what was the original Will Caserne in the shaded area down in the lower left. They've built out into Pt.4 a little bit further. It seems like they've added a couple of soccer fields too. On closer inspection of this area, the only military presence I could see on the whole Caserne was in the eastern part of it. Then up north of the Caserne you will see a built-up area that I think is another industrial park with a new autobahn running along the northern perimeter. I'd have a hard time picking out where we ran the tanks on alert because the wooded areas have changed so much out there. They're practically non-existent now. And over to the right, just the other side of the rail line that used to mark the eastern border of Pt.4 is Allianz Arena. This is a 66,000 seat, partially domed stadium that hosted the 2006 World Cup of Soccer. This would have been in plain view of our alert positions out there. I've downloaded a short video from their website that'll show it better and I can explain it with pictures.
Munich, a friendly international metropolis and a mecca for football. The city is home to two teams with rich traditions, the TSV 1860 Munich and record-breaking champions Bayern Munich. But the stadiums of these two teams couldn't satisfy the requirements of a modern football arena. With the support of the Allianz, a new home has been created for football in Munich, the Allianz Arena. The most modern football arena in the world had to be finished in time for the World Cup 2006. Never before has a building of these dimensions been completed in less than 30 months. 120,000 cubic meters of concrete and 22,000 tons of steel were used for the construction. Jacques Herzog and Pierre de Meuron were the architects. The idea for this stadium was conceived in a very short time. We knew we had to come up with something unique, something exceptional that could also be realized. A superlative structure through and through, a total of 66,000 covered seats, 171,000 square meters total site area. $74,000 square meters of covered area, room for 28 kiosks, 2 fan restaurants, babysitting facilities, and conference rooms. And all this beneath a roof and facade built out of nearly 3,000 individual foil panels, the largest membrane covering in the world. The Allianz logo in the world. The Allianz logo, displayed in 2 different places, is the largest advertising lettering in Europe. More than 11,000 parking spaces, Europe's largest parking garage. 106 lounges with 1,374 seats. It's a sports stadium of the superlative. 66,000 seats, 30-month construction period, and an illuminated outer shell the size of 3 football fields. The Allianz Arena, a new landmark, fit for the World Cup.
Well, that's it. I hope this part was informative and that you enjoyed the whole series. And with that, I'll say goodbye.